Is this thing on? Z. This is SynthBot83. I'm afraid we have a little bit of a problem with the state of synth broadcast.
Did you try setting the frequency of the main channel and setting the buffer rate to 12?
Well, I don't know.
Did you try to determine the set of known emission wavelength particles that was available from the reference source and dial that to a known ratio displaying in the config setting?
What the hell are you even talking about?
Then the only other option would be to just reboot it then.
You can do that? Let me give it a try.
All right. Good evening. What's going on, everybody? I'd like to welcome you to the State of Synth Season 4 premiere. My name is Dennis G.
And I'm Neon Fawkes.
Neon Fawkes. It's Squeaky Chair. Neon Fawkes.
Yeah. How's your summer?
My summer was okay. It was okay.
I think everybody's was awesome.
Yeah, I think everyone's having much more fun than I am. In fact, I heard that Canada opened up and people are doing things again.
Oh, yeah.
You need to teach the Americans the way of the Canadians because we are still stuck in our little holes.
Wow. It was like ripping a Band-Aid. You got to do it. You got to go hard at the beginning. And it pays off at the end.
I guess so, man. I guess so. And your squeaky chair is here along with us.
Yes, my squeaky chair.
Did you wax it up really good, getting it all ready for the show?
Oh, yeah, I'm sliding and slipping.
It's fantastic. We love it. It's really part of the ambiance of the entire show. We appreciate that.
All right, I'm on Amazon right now shopping.
Oh no, another thing for Jules to buy. You can actually, you know what? When Starcadian comes on, we should ask him if he's going to end up getting a Starcadian chair because that would be like the ultimate piece of merch. So we'll
oh, dude, don't get me started.
We will pick his brain because that is very exciting to pick something like that up. Anyway, we're going to go ahead into our top story. Mm-hmm. The top story for the evening. High Score. A new Netflix show about the birth of video games. It's quickly become quite a hit. Jules, have you seen that show? It is on Netflix.
Yes, I binged it last Friday.
It is amazing. Synth wavers everywhere are just so excited because, it just brings back the 80s groove, the 80s vibes. Mm-hmm. And guess who's doing the soundtrack? Or at least the intro.
Let me guess. It starts with a P and ends with a glove.
It's Power Glove!
Yes!
We love Power Glove, and they did the introduction to that. But you know what's crazy? They have a lot of synthwave featured in that entire series, but a lot of it goes uncredited. So, I know a lot of the synthwavers have really kind of dug deep to really try to find out who did what and where they can buy these songs. But I don't know. I think they might have went to like one of them places where they got the record pools or something like that. Like you find out all the buy music for a penny, and it's like generic stuff, like the play, the place, Pond 5 or something like that. I don't even know.
All I know is it's a great show. It's like, what is it, 6 episodes?
Yes, let's get back to the show because this thing features all my favorite video games. This features the old Atari, the old Nintendo, the Super Mario, and the cool thing about that show that I really like is they seem to want to explore a lot of the stories from some of the unsung heroes. Like they have the people who came up with Adventure and the other show, the guy who first created the cartridge-based video game console.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Channel F.
The Channel F.
The Fairchild Channel F. Have I told you I'm a hobbyist video game historian?
I did not know that. Are you really?
Oh yeah. I've got a collection of consoles over in my den over here. I've got everything from the Magnavox Odyssey in box, complete, all the way up to what? I got the PS4. The only thing I'm missing is the Nintendo Switch, believe it or not.
Really?
But I've got everything in between. I got the Vectrex. I've got the Bally Astrocade. Of course, the Atari 2600. You name it. I've got incredible. And the handhelds. Yep.
I remember the Vectrex.
That's where I was spending my money before I discovered synthwave.
Well, there isn't a bad thing, it's not a bad thing at all. The Vectrex was cool, man, with all the, to me, that's like synthwave with all the laser grids and everything was done with lasers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my favorite thing was when they had the overlay. You put the overlay on top of it, and like if you were supposed to be like in a jungle, you put the overlay. It's that, or it's the Odyssey.
There was a Magnavox Odyssey. It came with those plastic overlays because it was so underpowered.
And we're in the jungle, and you just roll it on.
It couldn't draw like the line. If you were playing a Pong game, it couldn't draw the line down the middle. All it could do is put the 3 dots.
The memories. It's good nostalgia, man. It's really good. I'm glad they finally got a decent synthwave artist to really kind of put at least the intro. I wish they kind of put out like a few more like credited synthwavers, because there's a good pool to dip into. That's for sure.
They're not as enlightened as we are.
Very true. They need to see the light.
I don't know if people saw my post, but it was funny when this show was announced. I have a coffee table book called High Score, 2nd edition. It was published in 2003.
I saw that.
Yeah, and it's pretty much the same thing, but in coffee table format in full color. So if you want to like look at the history of video games from the dawn of Space War and Tennis for Two all the way up to the Xbox. Yeah.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, not that I know anything about this or anything.
You really are. You're the real deal, man. You're legit on that. I didn't even know that. See, we're always learning new stuff about each other. So,
by the way, somebody in YouTube chat just brought up the Virtual Boy. Man, Deedle. Thanks for that. I love that thing.
That is great. I love
fake 3D.
I love it though. It's fantastic. Anywho, we're gonna go ahead and we have like 9 tracks we're going to be dropping here tonight. This is insane. So we gotta keep the show on the road.
Z has ordered us to do some shout-outs.
Shout-outs already?
Yeah.
All right.
We got people in the chat.
We do.
They're waiting to be shouted at.
Shout at them, Jules.
All right, well, let's see. We got Deedle, who's always asking whether these shows are live or not. So,
Deedle,
we got Jason Hoffman, Hannah Meeks Baird is in there.
All right.
Mob Tech and Jonathan from Toronto, my fellow synthwave concert goer. And we've got Zoo and Z.
Nice.
Exodus is in there. Karin's in there. Of course, Karin's in there. That's awesome. Ice Dream's in there, and Mortis and Electrow. Was it TK Nylon?
All right.
Rex Balls over in the YouTube chat. Battle Mullet. And we've also got Patrick and Egg Shen.
Oh, Egg. I like Egg.
Egg Shen. Really,
He's your buddy, man.
Pillars of Heaven. Yeah, shook the pillars of heaven there. And somebody called Hi Y'all.
Hi Y'all.
And Reaper has joined as well. So, hey.
A full house. This is
full
great.
House.
Oh, very excited, Jules. This is very nice. We have all our friends here. We have good vibes. We got good music. Speaking of good music, man, let's go ahead and
music. Yeah,
let's drop this first track. What do we got lined up first? I think it's the one from Outland Recordings, right?
Yes, Lost Outrider from his album, his new album Blush. I think you picked this one.
I did. This is one of my favorite songs here from that album. It just came out, a couple weeks ago? Maybe 3 weeks?
Oh, 2 weeks? 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks.
It's the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Each song is different, too. That's the thing I like about it. Very, very dynamic. Got a lot going on. A lot of different vocalists, a lot of different elements at play. So it's cool. It's a groovy tune. I had a hard time picking a favorite, but I ended up going with this one. This is called Love Bite. and you are listening to it right here on Night Ride FM. Here it is. All right, once again, that was Lost Outrider with Love Bites, and we're just having fun, man. We are very privileged to have a very special guest. Jules is cracking open a Pepsi in the background here. This is fun. But without further ado, we want to go ahead and introduce to you our very special guest in the house. Let's hear it for Starcadian.
Woo!
What's going on, Starcadian? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm jealous of Jules's chair. I gotta say.
I love his chair. Man.
I'm not gonna lie, it kind of sounds like a sex chair. It's kind of weird.
It does. It does. I wasn't gonna say it, but since you mentioned it,
very ASMR. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, we could totally parlay the show and make it something different if you guys are into it.
I mean, I got a little bit of whiskey left. Yeah, we can definitely do that.
It might take a lot of whiskey, but I think we can.
It's a good-
We might be able to pull it.
Lord.
We're already.
well,
in-
that's a stellar start, people.
Yeah, we're already in the doghouse here. We gotta circumnavigate this these rough
Yeah.
waters.
Hey, it's 2020. Cut him some slack.
Yeah.
I'm-
It's a new fad.
What a 2020 it has been. Oh my God.
Oof.
I tell you, the only thing that is pulling me through this year is Cyberpunk 2077 coming out in November on my birthday, and music. That is it. That's all we got. That's all I got. I'm just hanging up the rest of the year on music and video games. And speaking of video games, I know we were talking about all the old systems. Do you have any favorite system of yours that you hold dear to your heart, Starcadian?
Oh man. Well, the one that's made it to every single album cover, the Atari ST 1040, STE to be
Yeah.
exact. It was like it was the Amiga.
It was
kind
the
of
Amiga with
nemesis.
MIDI ports.
Yeah, it's a badass music machine too. Like you could sequence the hell out of that thing.
Really?
Some people still use it. I think Seriosmo uses it. I changed my intonation of that word halfway through saying it, so
That's okay.
probably sounded like Pee Wee Herman. Seriosmo. But yeah, no, it's an amazing machine. You can like sample like crazy for
Really?
16-bit stuff.
It's a video game that has MIDI, and you can like hook it up to the computer like Mad Scientist style.
Yeah, it's
Holy crap.
it's such a crazy machine. And oh man, yeah, I grew up playing like Turrican.
Oh yeah.
Like all the good ones. That too many. Like
Yeah.
all the Psygnosis stuff, Shadow of the Beast, all
Oh
that stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But,
think I've had them all. Like I've had all the popular ones. The Atari, the Nintendo, the Sega, Saturn. No, I didn't have that one. The Genesis.
I had the VIC-20, the Commodore 64, and the Amiga. I was a Commodore guy, and the Amiga was so far ahead of its time.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the Atari ST was as well. I mean, they pretty much the stuff they output both was pretty good, but the Amiga was just something else. And especially I think the genesis for a lot of electronic music comes from those hackers. The demo scene back in the day. You used to get those hacker intros when you had a pirated game.
Oh yeah.
Or so I've heard, because I never pirated anything.
No,
right?
no, never.
No.
I have also heard this, and I have a very, very, very close friend of mine who used to buy so many floppy disks full of those.
Yeah.
He's a very, very, very good friend. Very close. Incredibly, you wouldn't believe how close.
Oh, really?
And
So close, he could look like you, right?
spitting image, I know, but like a lot of my song names actually come from those menus. Like Pompey Pirate is
No kidding.
there was a group, I think in Bournemouth in England, a group of pirates called the Pompey Pirates. And
Pompey Pirates. I love that name.
dude, they had the most badass intros, and like the songs were super elaborate. Like very intricate. Like they used to do tracking back then, where you just have which is
Tracker
it's like
Pro and
oh my god, it's another circle of hell of making music. You know what I mean? It's like steampunk music. But because you went into the weeds, like you went super elaborate with it because you had no choice. But yeah, Psygnosis. Do I have a song called Psygnosis? Shit.
That's the best. You're like, I don't even know if I did that song.
Oh no, sorry. Entoptica was supposed to be called Psygnosis, but then I'm like, I don't want to get sued. 'Cause they
yeah,
were
right.
a real company. Yeah. But
That's
yeah,
awesome.
no, fond memories, and still playing them to this day.
Yeah, well, with your whole ensemble, like your whole persona, I mean, really, the vibe of Starcadian is, it's just drenched in. I mean, first is like this 80s movie that I've never seen that just involves like space guy coming down from the sky and like flying in spaceships, and like you're very visceral with your music and your videos, and I mean, just the videos that I've seen. I forget, what was it? Now, see, this is gonna show my lack of your song titles too. The big one, the one that just
Freak
looked
Night?
like a Freak Night. Thank you. God,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was-
Oh yeah, Freak Night was incredible.
dude, you were like on another level with that.
Little mini movie. It was like something out of the Michael Jackson Thriller.
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
that was so fun to make. Oh my god.
How long did it take to do that? Was that like a couple weeks, couple months, a couple years?
No, we shot it in 3 days.
What?
Yeah, because I had a day job at the time, and then like I flew out to LA. We shot it in 3 days. I go back to work on Monday, and Rob, like, in the meantime, is getting me the footage from.
He's
RTP
your partner, right? With
Yeah,
with like
Rob
the video
O'Neill, my
stuff.
co-director, yeah.
Right.
So yeah, we're basically we make music videos kind of like remotely for the most part. So yeah, he kind of like gets all the stuff together, sends it to me, and then I start on post-production, and I just put my head down and just did the VFX on like a laptop for like 2 months. I think overall post-production was like 3 months. Because I'm like, we got all those puppets, we got all this awesome footage.
The puppets are great.
I'm gonna go until my eyes bleed. So yeah.
Now the puppets, do you get to keep them?
Yes. I
Oh, that
don't
would be
ha-
so cool.
Dude,
Because
well,
Jules
yeah.
has money to spare right now.
No, I don't.
Apparently we own the puppets because we commissioned them. But they're in storage with the company.
Oh,
who is like,
okay.
oh, it's such a good company. Like they're the nicest people I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's
Russell
cool.
Effects. Yeah, they did the monster in The Ritual. It's
Oh,
like one of
nice.
the. It's the only good creature design I've seen in the past 20 years. Everything else is just, like.
Well, now
lame
everything's CGI.
Cloverfield-y kinda.
Yeah, everything seems like just straight CGI now with like the monsters and stuff like that. But I think to me, like I like personally, I like that old organic, with puppets and with more of a like you see it, like you see the character, you can react to it, not like you're reacting to just a space in the corner, like that's your monster right there, act scared,
I remember when Rob was my teacher in school, and back in like when I graduated before 2010, I think, yeah, we were out drinking one night, and I remember this vivid debate about my argument was like, if you want to make a creature photoreal, you have to make it look like a man in a suit. So you got to see the rubber fingernail bending. You got to see the wiggle on the latex. That's how you make a photoreal creature.
Yeah.
And he's like, and he's like head of rigging in DreamWorks. He knows more than I ever will in my lifetime about 3D. And he's like, no. No, and it was like this drunken argument. I was like, let me tell you something. Back in my day, you could see the puppeteer under the floor. And yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a fun conversation though.
If I remember well, so Starcadian, you've got a background in video production, right?
Yeah, I work part-time as a VFX artist. So I work on like sometimes movies, mostly like commercials, whatever,
So it really
sometimes Starcadian videos.
Yeah, well, I take the blood money from, the crumbling capitalist system, and then I put it into something that's actually worth it.
Yeah. and we're glad you do, man, because
that's my carbon offset for.
There you go.
There you go. You're saving
the world.
Saving the world with synthwave and
yes,
retrowave, or you kind of branch out. You're kind of like right on the outside of the box. But the great thing about what you do is synthwave guys love your stuff. People who are into like the new disco and dance and anything with a beat, like the 80s guys, that are really into like just that 80s Prince sound, like they just love your stuff. So like you kind of just do what you do, which is great, but you have so much appeal to people that are not just in this little synthwave bubble, but you kind of have the ability to just reach so many people who and also bring people into the scene too, which is great. That's what I love about some of the people that are on the outside. They bring people into the scene because they see things that you do, especially with Midnight Signals, and they're like, "Wow, this is amazing. I want to find out more." And then you just stumble in. I feel like this synthwave thing is just kind of a big rabbit hole that people just fall into somehow. But it's
Absolutely.
I find like there's a lot of your songs. Like, I mean, so I wouldn't say that all of them are classified as synthwave. I think that's what makes them so awesome, because there's a lot of like retro funk. You can hear it in many songs, and then you've got ones like Inner Space and of course Ultra Love.
Famous.
Every time there's a damn SpaceX launch, I'm gonna play Ultra Love, and I'm gonna show everyone.
If you don't give me a job at Tesla, I don't know who can. I honestly don't know. Like, I actually have people ask me, like, did Elon Musk like contact you? I'm like, what?
I'll just keep trying. Every launch, everything.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't know what a Starcadian is. He's got his own stuff going on.
Well, yeah, you can say that again.
Well, he did at one point, didn't he? Like,
he's like the modern day Howard Hughes. He's like a little bit nutter.
Yeah, he's a little
with a lot of money.
Yeah, and that's always wonderfully dangerous at times.
This is what I call a classic Starcadian fork in the road. I'm like, do I speak my mind, or do I just give the flip answer?
Do it. It's our premiere, man.
What if in 5 years I actually do contact? And he goes back and goes, you're the guy who called me wackadoo 5 years ago. Well,
it's official.
Fault.
Starcadian thinks he's a wackadoo. But you got to be a wackadoo to do some of the things that he does. Really, you have to really just be like, like a space cadet yourself. Have a little bit of money. I mean, the dude's he's amazingly brilliant. But yeah, I mean, he's a little. I think at one point he did get into synthwave. Didn't we even do a show about it? Elon Musk doing synthwave. I don't even know. We might have parried it.
I know he did an EDM song that was terrible.
That's what he did. Yeah. He did EDM. I was thinking about it.
He's doing the same thing that, like, if you're smart right now, you should know how, like, fame and money works. And he's doing exactly the same thing. Shkreli, Kanye, Trump. It's like that. This is the new flesh of, like, celebrity.
Right.
Celebdom, right? Like, it used to be, I'm not saying it used to be better or worse, but it used to be different. And now, because of social media, like, you just got to be a little wackadoo on purpose.
You got to be a little wackadoo. Seriously, though, it's the way of the world.
You got to get the clicks, man.
You know what? Speaking of wackadoo, I just got to acknowledge we've got Best Korea who joined the chat. Omegagon's in there.
Oh,
the last years. People. And Spice and Wolf, Mecha 101. Eris. So yeah,
Omegagon, he's in the UK, so God bless anybody who listens to us from the UK. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Because it's like probably like 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning.
They don't sleep over there. They just keep drinking pints till the sun comes up.
One more pint, mate.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Grimes doesn't know what a Starcadian is in response to SG Indigo.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
I think. I'm not gonna go down that fork, but she doesn't. She doesn't know what.
We'll save it for the after show.
But I appreciate the sentiment.
Yeah,
I actually like a lot of her stuff.
Yeah,
I'm not sure about the new metal vibe lately, but yeah.
Yeah, lots of different directions, and it's so many.
I love that. I'm like a huge Mr. Bungle fan. I love it when they just throw everything but the kitchen sink. Like,
right.
I love that. But I'm like, if you look at the traditional trajectory of like trends, where it's like, oh, whatever was in fashion 20 years ago is gonna come back. Like, Black Crowes brought back 70s, etc., etc. By our trajectory, we should be in new metal.
Yep.
Territory right now, which is fucking terrifying, and that's why I was like kind of side-eyeing when she started doing new metal. I'm like, don't do this to us. Not like this.
Don't be the first one to bring it to us. We could do better.
I cannot take more Cold Chamber. We did it once.
Oh man, my cat is below me right now, and unfortunately this is a live show, and I don't even know what he's doing. He's kneading at the bottom of my chair, like kneading his feet on the bottom of my chair. I'm just like,
He wants a squeaky chair as well.
he does want a squeaky chair. So I tell you what, before we go any further, because we have so many more things to talk about, than just video games. Like, we're going to talk about like your music, your new EP. There's so much going on. Before we do that, let's jump into another song here. What do you think, Jules? What do we got lined up? Something good?
All right. Yeah, how about we play one of our premieres?
Oh, very nice. What do we got here? I think we have, Eightecs. We have that one lined up. And I tell you what, he gave me a really cool salute. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play the salutes before we play his song. But yeah, this is a premiere. I'm very excited. So many awesome premieres we have tonight. This one.
By the way, Eightecs is from Sweden. So as you listen.
Okay. Nice. I think you're gonna hear a little bit of an accent in here too. So he's gonna set up the song. It's called Another, and he'll set it up, and we'll go ahead and drop the track premiere right here on Night Ride FM.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Eightecs, and thank you so much for listening to my new track Another here on Night Ride FM.
Another.
And once again, that was Eightecs with Another. And that is going to premiere. I think that's premiering on Friday, Jules.
Ooh.
I think.
You know what? So somebody made a good point. Mob Tech was saying, Eightecs doesn't have a Bandcamp page.
What? How does he not have a Bandcamp page?
Hush.
We got to talk. I'm going to talk to him. We're going to set it up because, yeah, he's such an amazing producer. I just love his stuff. Just amazing. All right, so we are here talking with none other than Starcadian. Man, I am so pumped. This is like, I'm just like in the moment. I know Jules too, because we literally like reference you like every other show, I feel like. I really do.
God.
It's all good stuff, usually.
That's nice.
Mostly good. No, I'm just kidding.
Dennis, don't you have your Starcadian shirt yet?
I'm working on that, I guess. I need to.
Sacrilege.
I know. I do have a lot of t-shirts though. But I don't have as much as Jules. I don't have as much.
I have a few.
A few. You look for
I
opportunities
to leave Go ahead.
to buy stuff. I was just gonna say we want to talk about the chair too. When's the Starcadian chair coming out? Because my God,
Man, I think my Starcadian chair will be like designed after Jules' chair.
oh my God, and it could be squeaky and leather and
Just squeaking, even if you're not moving. Just, there's a built-in speaker that just squeaks, just to fuck with
an
you.
amplifier in the butt. That is incredible.
Oh man,
That's marketable.
It is.
All right, so we're going to talk some other stuff here because I actually want to jump in and I want to talk about your new EP. Now, this EP is just it's so dope, man. It's a different sound for you too, which is cool. It's almost like different elements. It's not as danceable as your regular stuff, but it's more like cerebral. I feel like it's like the length of the song. It feels like it's a lot longer than your normal stuff, and it's based around this journalistic type of project, right? The EP is called Shadowcatcher, right?
Yeah. It's the one without the train in the snow. Yeah.
So there's one thing I gotta understand, because when this dropped, I'm following Sunset Neon and a bunch of other artists, and I see all this music inspired by the Outlaw Ocean music project. So what is it about?
So Outlaw Ocean is this project started by Ian Urbina, who is this Pulitzer Prize winning journalist that has worked with New York Times, Washington Post, like a bunch of places, and he's an amazing person. He did this investigative journalist piece on lawlessness in the high seas. So basically, illegal fishing, pirates, illegal dumping, like all crazy.
I was seeing that, like trafficking and smuggling, and
it's insane. And it's insane how unregulated it is, and the amount of indentured servitude that goes on, and like just so someone can get his like $10 sushi, it's kind of insane.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so it's a big project. I think it's outlawOceanmusicproject.com.
Okay. It's
yeah,
huge. I'm looking on Spotify, the number of like EPs that were released. Oh my God, Meteor did one.
It's hundreds.
Jesus.
Yeah. I think Alex did one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it's outlawOceanmusic.com. So it's like a bunch of artists. And yeah, Ian contacted me last year, and I had read the article at New York Times, and it was amazing. Mm-hmm. And he asked me to be a part of it, and I couldn't say yes faster. So he sent me like a version of the book before it was published, and I just dug through it. Hundreds of videos, footage, audio clips, and all that stuff.
Wow.
Which it just shakes you when you see it. You're like, it kind of makes it much more real than just this day's outrage article, like where
right.
it'll
the outrage of the day,
right?
You'll
forget about it tomorrow, but it's like, no, this is like it was very real to see all that footage, and hear the voice of the person like who I'm talking to. So yeah, I just dug into it, and immediately I was like, I can make a 5-track EP out of this, and I made it in like a month, and it was so much easier. To be honest, it was so much easier to make than any other album, because I think mostly also because I wasn't singing, which I hate doing. But it just came out. It just evolved into its own thing, and yeah, I mean, you know me, I never really listen to genre when I write, so it's just like, oh, it's got to be this way, it's got to be that way. So yeah, I just wrote a little script about my story and just went with it, man.
That is so cool. Now it's a book, but they made a documentary out of the book, or there is no documentary? I'm just trying to get it straight in my head here, because I want to dig it up.
The concept is that, you know, the traditional trajectory is you have the investigation, and you either post it, you post an investigative piece online, and then someone makes a documentary, or they make a movie about it.
Okay.
And Ian's brilliant thought was like, well, what if we use music as a vehicle for journalism, right?
Oh.
So the hundreds of EPs and songs and albums like are the movie. They basically we each read the book, we saw the footage, we saw the documentation, and it's like, how did you digest this? How did you interpret this?
And it's your experience that you went through.
How would you speak about it to other people through your music?
That is incredible. I don't think that's really been done before, like as far as like the uniqueness of the project, where you're just like letting the music speak through, you know, your interpretation of all that happened.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of really in the streak of, you know, politicized music, where, you know, like Bob Dylan or whoever speaks about current events. It's kind of in that vein, but it's a much more immediate connection between the journalist and the artist, where we directly spoke to him. He told us about these things. He gave us the footage. He gave us like the pieces, and you know, I think almost everyone used his voice in their songs, and also parts like you know, gunshots or actual Foley footage, right, from the high seas in Thailand. So it's a much more organic way of doing it, rather than, you know, just the protest song, or something like that, you know.
That is amazing. So again, you can go to Outlaw. Did I read that right? Jules, help me.
OutlawOceanMusic.com.
God, I can't read. OutlawOceanMusic.com, and you can find the article and links to the music, I guess, and all that fun stuff. Now, I picked this one song here. This one is called Shadowcatching, which is, I guess, kind of like the real main tie-in to the EP. And yeah, let's go ahead. You want to just go ahead and drop this, Jules?
Yes. Come on, this is Starcadian.
I'm very excited.
Yeah. So this is off the EP, Shadowcatcher. So Starcadian's one of the many artists who's dropped an EP inspired by the Outlaw Ocean by Ian Urbana. So here it is. Go for it.
All right. Enjoy.
term that refers to the debt, kapwa, I think it is. And so I said, tell me about kapwa. And one of the younger boys in the picture spoke a little bit of English. He was trying to say something, and then he saw his shadow. He like showed himself chasing his shadow. And then he looked up at me and said, Kapla. What he was trying to say is, you can't catch your shadow. You can't pay off the Kapla. Like, you get on the ship, the debt structure disappears. There's a real will to survive among people, even in awful conditions. And you see that there. They're singing, joking, playing. They laugh. They smile. They have camaraderie. There's a testament to the resilience of people.
And once again, that was Shadowcatching by none other than Starcadian. I love that tune, man. That is so wicked.
Thank you.
So now the sound bites that you used is actually from the actual documentary, right?
So that is a sound file from a talk Ian gave at a university. Most of these sound bites are from talks.
Okay.
That he's given and interviews. So there's like hundreds of hours of them, and that one just stuck out so much to me. I'm like, this is amazing.
It's so haunting.
It's such a beautiful story, you know. And that was kind of like one of the things that kind of inspired the whole idea of the EP. Which my personal narrative for it's fictional, but it's happened many a times where it's, you know, like a young Thai kid called Chanarong, and he kind of gets tricked into serving on a ship, and he doesn't realize that he's basically turned into a slave.
Oh my God.
And then which happens all the time there. They kind of like, you know, they feed you lines about, oh yeah, the high sea is badass and you got to be part of the group and all that stuff, and then you end up being in indentured servitude.
That is insane.
And there's like stories of them, like, not to bring everyone down, but
yeah,
they don't have a doctor obviously on the boats, so like if they have infections or cuts and shit, they just use whatever they have, like wires, string, whatever, and they just let it like rot and stuff. It's like it's crazy stuff that you look about and you read it, you hear about it, you see it, and you're like, why?
This is happening.
I don't think I'm gonna eat fish anymore.
Like 2020. This is like happening now. This isn't happening like 40 years ago.
This has been happening. Yeah.
Right.
and it's probably gotten better than it used to be, but it's still, it's still undocumented a lot.
Yeah. Well, I heard they
yeah,
always go out to sea, like when everyone's always like about to get arrested. Like, I mean, I get all my all my stories and my news and stuff from Arrested Development TV show, and every time they go out to sea and they're about to be arrested, but because there's like maritime law, and I guess it's like part of the Wild West. Like, I'm out in the sea, who's gonna arrest me? Is it gonna be like America?
Maritime law in international waters is
crazy,
very murky.
Yeah,
kind of it's nuts. And I think Ian sent me a recent article about these ghost ships with basically it was like Chinese boats, and they found, I don't know if it's hundreds or thousands of dead Koreans.
Oh my God.
Man.
Yeah, I know. It was like nuts. I'm like, oh my, and of course it's like, other than Ian, I don't know that there's a lot of documentation of this.
It's the first I've heard of it. It blew my mind. I was like, this is real? Like, I couldn't believe it when I heard it.
And that's probably how he managed to get as deep as he did. And he was like on those boats. It was insane to me that he like did it. He went there. And it's probably because it's so under the radar that he could like get in there. Like, well, what was the other story? Oh yeah, he like one time he found a cell phone in the back of a cab, and it had footage of some people getting shot while they're swimming.
Oh,
it's like stuff you listen to, you're like, what the fuck
like,
kind of
this isn't
Max
like
world?
I know, it's like Waterworld but real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, it's like a good reminder. Not good, but it's a solid reminder that the world is a lot bigger than. I can't wear my mask to Whole Foods.
Right.
Like,
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
For you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
or somebody made my
it's
sandwich
crazy.
wrong. My daughter, she works at Heritage, one of them little sandwich shops. She's like, and this person got mad at me because I didn't. They asked for like mayonnaise, and I put mayonnaise on, but then they also asked for like vinegar, and I didn't put vinegar on their sandwich, and they're calling, complaining, like trying to get me fired. I'm like, are you serious? There's like people getting shot and like all this.
Yeah.
You're worried about a sandwich? Like, seriously?
Unreal.
Not to be a total Karen though, but we went to a dinner the other night, and I ordered a Bullet rye, which I shouldn't, but they didn't have anything else because Bullet has a kind of weird homophobic history as a company.
Oh, okay.
But that's all they had, and I'm like, fuck. I had a bad day at work, so I'm like, shit, I need a whiskey. Anyway, long story short, I'm just being transparent.
It happens,
but,
man.
Yeah,
we all need a whiskey every now and
I
then.
ordered it, and I guess he didn't hear me, so he brought me, oh my God, Campari with whiskey in it.
What?
Oh my God, it was like drinking rat puke. It was insane. And I'm like, and I never return food. I never return drinks. I'm like, you know what? You made it. You went through the effort. I'll drink it.
Right.
Oh my God, it was so fucking bad. And
was
I almost sent it back, but I'm like, nope, I'm gonna drink the whole damn thing. It's like he made it. I shouldn't even be here. I'm gonna drink it.
I tell you, I'm having a good whiskey. I don't know if I said this on air or off air, but I stepped it up and I got myself some Canadian Club because it's in honor of Jules' birthday.
That's the good stuff.
Happy birthday, Jules! Today, guys, everyone out there that's listening to the sound of my voice, today is Jules' birthday. We want to send him a very special happy birthday to Jules.
Yesterday. It's done.
Jules, your birthday is all week.
Shout out. We got Alien Contact and JC Kochanik.
Nice.
And Cinematic Gaming and Argus Drum and Bass. Little Savage. I like this song. I guess I like this song. And another one called Join.
Nice. Or it says type your name to join. And I could see somebody typing your name. IRC is so fun. It really is. Well, it's good. It's good to see a lot of new listeners. And I tell you what, the great thing about Synthwave and this community is we get to come in and just talk to all these people from all around the world. And you know what? Speaking of all around the world, we're actually going to bump this one up here because do we still have Omegagon in the chat room? God bless his heart. I love him.
Omegagon? Yeah, he's there.
Yes, we're going to play this song so you can go to
Simon.
bed, dude. My God.
Yeah.
What time is it in the UK? It's like 4 in the morning? I don't even know.
Yeah, something like that. Nah, it's like 2. Come on. It's only like, what, 4 hours? 2. Yeah, it's 2 a.m.
Who's complaining? No one's complaining. I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and drop this track right here. And
I think this is a premiere.
Is this a premiere?
I don't think anybody else has got to play this yet.
Holy crap. I need a moment. He's got the best stuff, though. It's like always like just like in your face. Just, I mean, the dude's name, his name is Omegagon. I mean, you know, you have to have like these like hard hitting songs, and I'm gonna press play because I never heard of it. It's gonna be something like cinematic, like do 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 do. Like I want it to punch me in the face. Jules, you heard the song. Is it gonna punch me in the face, or
it's pretty good?
Is it gonna?
No. I wouldn't say it's not gonna like make your head spin.
Is it gonna shake me? Shake me a little bit.
A little bit.
All right.
It's got power.
Maybe like a little.
So yeah. So Omegagon, for those of you listening, he's from the UK.
Yeah.
And he's provided us with this fresh new song. It's called Gothica. And here it is on Night Ride FM.
And once again, that was Omega God with Gothica, right?
Yep, Gothica.
Yeah, that's a cool tune, man. That was good. That was like, I didn't feel like I was getting punched in the face. I felt like, like maybe like pushed around a little bit, like in a few times, maybe couple drinks bashed into my face, maybe.
That was awesome.
It was
that
still
was
aggressive.
Excellent.
I like
Simon,
it.
excellent song.
Excellent. I give it a thumbs
Yeah.
up. 2 thumbs up. All right. So we are once again talking with Starcadian, and man, I want to talk about some touring stuff because here's my story. Okay, this is pre-apocalypse, and me and Jules had this opportunity to go to New York.
Yeah, the Samurai Showdown.
And we were gonna see Starcadian.
I had my hotel booked, my flight booked.
Oh my god! And I was so pumped up.
You know the worst part? But I mean, other than the fact that like it would have been like Primo fucking kills live.
Oh, she
yeah.
does.
Serena is unbelievable.
Yeah.
She can belt it.
Yeah, but the worst part is there was a pretty good chance that night Debbie Harry might have showed up on stage.
That's right. Cause I know Serena was saying that she would be she might be backstage and might show up because Serena plays with some of her band members.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
her keyboard player is part of Blondie,
Mm-hmm.
and who's fucking incredibly nice guy, and that just killed me so much. And like
Man.
we like from January, like I as soon as we saw the weirdness happening, I just sent a nervous smile gif to everyone. I'm like,
Yeah.
we're doing the show, right? And then after a while, we just all kind of mutually decided, like, we should nip this.
Yeah.
Everybody
Be
but
responsible.
Primo. Actually,
I don't
Primo
wanna be
was
here.
on the plane.
I know Primo was already in New York.
God bless
she was
her
already
heart.
in New York, and
God bless her heart.
And also we had Benny from the band Neon Arcadia. It was his birthday, March 14th.
Yeah.
So we were gonna get licked with him before stumbling into the show.
Yep. And
And then the whole band flew in. Like that was the hardest part for me, because I'm like, none of us are millionaires, and like
No.
if you're flying in, there's not a guarantee you're gonna make it back. If probably not. So like, like it was. We thought about it long and hard, but like at the end of the day, you just can't.
What you did was smart. I mean,
it was for the
unfortunately,
best. Sadly.
unfortunately, the rest of the country didn't follow suit.
I know.
I mean, well, it turns out we canceled it like a month before everything got canceled anyway.
Yeah.
So
That is true.
at least that made everyone feel a little bit better. Like, okay, yeah.
Right. And then the world shut down. And there was hope though.
Man, I don't care if your Meemaw and Meepaw die. I want to see Starcadian.
They don't know who Starcadian is. It doesn't matter if they die.
It is true.
It was a bummer, and I was gonna like play like 3 new songs too. I was like all jazzed about like premiering them live. I was gonna shred on the guitar too. I was like, fuck.
Man,
But like whatever.
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen
It's gonna
because
happen.
there's hope.
Hey, System Glitches, join the chat.
Hey, all
And
right.
QPOS.
Very nice. I was just talking to System Glitch a little while ago. Fun. Super great producer, man. And awesome. I tell you what, I would kill for a Starcadian remix by System Glitch. My God.
Ooh.
He's so like he's so
I think
good.
the poor guy's getting asked to remix everything.
He is. He is. He's definitely he's an artist to
Hey, I've
watch.
got this presentation for work. Can you remix it?
Can you imagine if we could remix like presentations and then like maybe even like meetings, like our Zoom meetings, and like maybe just have,
Max Headroom them up.
Yeah, Max Headroom them up. Just like have some background music going and just spice it up. Like who says it has to be boring, right? You just got to keep it fun and lively because music helps with a lot of things. All right, so
I've got a burning question.
there's medication for that. Oh, I'm sorry. What were you saying?
So, all right. So for those of us Starcadets, right? We know you've got Saturdays, and you've got this new EP, Shadowcatcher, and Sunset Blood, and of course Midnight Signals.
Oh, I know what you're
and
gonna
deep
ask.
cuts. Yeah, but so you posted something about Midnight Signals 2.
Yes.
Yes.
It's happening. What's going on?
Oh,
What is
God,
this?
is it happening? What is this? What is this?
It's the Inquisition.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, I have been working on Midnight Signals too. And then Ian contacted me about Shadowcatcher. So I'm like, whoop, 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 time to take a break. Fuck this album that I've been working on for years. So I was actually very happy to not work on it for a while. So yeah, now I'm back into it. I have all but one song done and then polishing left to do.
Nice.
I finished production on the music video. I've decided on the album cover, but I haven't made it yet. So it's definitely a real thing. This isn't going to be a Chinese democracy. It will be out. I mean, I usually don't say anything about my music because I'm not really a horn tooter.
But you're on the State of Synth. You can. We all toot.
We'll toot your horn.
We will toot your horn.
I have to say it's the best thing I've done so
It's
far.
good.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's good.
It's so fucking good.
So you're thinking by the end of the year?
I'm thinking I'm gonna stay away from the elections because that's music right now to everyone.
Yeah.
True.
That's a good idea. Y'all, everybody should go vote. Vote.
Yes. And then after the election, hopefully if the right party wins, then we're just going to party. It's going to be a
after
party.
you vote, go vote again.
Speaking of...
For those not listening for those not from America listening to this, it's... we're fucking burning.
It's a
right
mess.
now.
It's a mess.
And this isn't a Republican Democrat thing. The entire fucking country is burning.
Yeah.
Us
Literally burning.
Us Canadians up north, we're looking down like, honey,
Yeah.
you might want to
get a
close.
lot of new neighbors.
I think we need to build a bigger fence.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, I've heard there's some weird shit going on in Canada now. Like, take Canada back is like a new thing.
Oh,
No?
Jesus. Well, you know what? That's probably from Alberta. I mean,
Those guys. Man.
Wow,
Those
I wasn't
Albertians.
asked for specifics, but that pretty much.
That's pretty much says it all.
Any Calgary folk? I'm kidding. So Calgary doesn't count. Calgary's in Alberta, but they don't count.
Geography.
Yeah, it's pretty bad here. Everyone's gone like full.
They've gone full on.
YouTuber.
Yeah.
In their like volume and just outrage and just hysteria, and it's just stupid people on both sides, honestly.
Yeah.
At this, like, they're both just as ridiculous, and there's no moderate, there's no reason, there's no common sense. It's just who farts the loudest. That's what gets the waves, and
it is true. Sadly,
it needs to be done with.
Yeah, we need to all go to like either Canada or just like outer space and just get out there. I tell you what, let's try to bring this around a little bit. I do have one quick question before I play this next song. This was actually from one of our Patreons. His name is Synthopsis. He wants to know, let's say we're going to get out of the U.S. and you could fly to any planet. Is there any planet out there that you would like to fly to and just be there and chill and like just have your own little Starcadian like domicile? Like this is like Starcadia land, because Jules will be there.
Starcadia land.
Jules will be there. He'll be like your first disciple.
Well, first of all, I love the structure of the question. If you got out of the U.S., what planet would you go to?
That's such an American question, isn't it?
I very much like that question. And the answer is any planet outside of the U.S.
That is a very good answer as well.
Honestly, if I ever became a millionaire from music, I would just buy, that Island of Dogs, Island of 1,000 Dogs?
Yeah.
That's where I would go.
There you go.
Like, that's what I want to do. I just wanna care for dogs.
Care
That's
for
it.
dogs? That's
I
not a
don't want a
bad life.
fucking Hollywood Hill pool. I want a shitload of dogs and no annoying neighbors.
There you go.
That's the dream.
Oh, by the way, Yoru has joined the chat.
Yoru!
And Brittany C.
Brittany C. Awesome.
And Dito says he wants to go to Uranus.
Oh, he
But
would. But wait, I got rid of my sound effect. Yeah. If you guys are out there and you do sound effects, I'm just gonna put this out there because we need new sound effects for the State of Synth. And you know, like the hand claps are great. The hand claps are never gonna go anywhere. Like the audience applause, because that's my go-to. But we need some cool sound effects. We're not gonna get rid of laser snow. We're definitely not going to get rid of that one. But, you know, we have a wide open bed of samples. I love samples, man. Samples are fun. So if you guys are producers and, you know, as long as I'm not going to get sued for playing like the Mac startup sound or something like that, shoot me some samples and...
the Windows startup sound.
Like, and you're sued.
Somebody sends you a Disney sample and all of a sudden Night Ride FM is yanked off the internet.
Right. Like, just like, yeah, it's going to be one guy going, cut them, and then we're off the air.
That's Starcadian. Did you see that? There was this meme going around. What was it? Oh yeah, like if you're ever doing like home porn, and you're
Porn?
yeah, well you're filming. If you're doing like compromising stuff and you're like recording it and sticking it on your phone and sharing it with people, you make sure that in the background a Disney song is playing, and that way you can always ensure that your video will never be seen.
I wasn't sure where that was going, but it turned out okay.
It'll still be seen, but you can't monetize it, so you kind of screwed the pooch there.
That's true. Unmonetized porn is not really worth the salt it's made in, I guess, right?
What are you talking about?
Wow.
It's sex work, man. You gotta make money.
Let's play some space music.
Speaking of porn, let's play some space music.
Yeah.
I tell you what, we got this next song here. Now, this is Don, and I'm sure he's going to be checking us out on the archive. By the way, guys, if you did not get a chance to listen to us live, which really, honestly, if you are listening to this in the archives, you know exactly how to find us in the archives. So I don't even know why I'm saying this, but go to our archives if you ever miss a show. We're on Spotify, we're on iTunes, we're on like Stitcher, like your favorite podcast thing. We're also on the nightride.fm archives. You just go to the State of Synth, which it might just be TSOS, or it might be spelled out. I don't even know.
I think it's spelled out.
It's spelled out. We make it easy for you. Super easy. You just click and play, and you can get caught up with all the other episodes of all our porn talking and whiskey drinking and underwater adventures. But here is
Porn Wave.
So from Porn Wave to Space Wave, this is Don right here with his brand new album. By the way, before I go ahead and play this, he's got cassettes. His label is just putting out cassettes for this. So, in fact, probably if you're listening to this right now, it will be available on Future 80s, I believe. Future 80s.
Is this Friday, I think?
I think, maybe. No, I think it's soon. Let's just put it out there as soon. Go get yourself some Don cassettes. This is a really cool EP, brand new. I think it came out last Friday. It's called Flying to Noir, right here on Night Ride FM. Here it is.
We're live?
And we are live. Yes, I shouldn't have said we're on because then I said we were on, but we really weren't on. And then I turned the mic on, and then you said we're
on, baby.
And then this is a live show, ladies and gentlemen. If you are still tuning in, or if you're tuning in for the first time, this is a live show. We do talk in between songs. We talk about crazy things, and sometimes we just kind of run away with things. We're talking about T-shirt sizes now. I have a extra large that I wear, and Jules, what do you want? A medium now? You rocking a medium?
Mediums are baggy on me. Smalls are too small. So, jeez, I don't know. I get mediums just because if I get a small and then it shrinks in the wash, then I can't wear it.
Jules.
Then it's a crop top.
I look at T-shirts now and I'm like, they're all first of all, they're all extra large. Again, this is COVID and this is like quarantine weight because I was a lot fitter than I was before 2020. But I'm looking at this like extra large shirt and I'm like, this one doesn't feel comfortable on me. And I like look at the next shirt and I'm like, this one doesn't feel comfortable. And then like I have to go through like 4 synthwave shirts. So if you're like looking at a picture of me and I take a picture and put it on like Instagram or something like that and I'm wearing your shirt, I mean, I do like you as an artist, but also, you know, kudos for whatever cut you got of because they make them different sizes. I fit in your shirt. Like kudos to you for like your good distributor because COVID weight, man, it's no joke. It's no joke.
Honestly, you know what I did? I got this is the only splurge I've made since COVID because, you know, I don't know when I'm going to make money again. But I got the Oculus Quest. and I've been playing this game called Thrill of the Fight every day for like an hour. So you're basically boxing. It's a boxing simulator.
I just bought that.
Dude. You're gonna go from extra large to small.
Dude. Oh my god. And it's not multiplayer, sadly. I would love to like
the
fight
sequel
you.
Will be. The guy says he's gonna build PvP multiplayer in the sequel.
Holy crap.
Which I am so fucking pumped. Literally, I'm playing this an hour a day when I don't do a normal workout, but I usually just play this. Just put on my music.
Yeah.
And listen to my latest mixes and just punch the shit out of people.
I put that headset on and the dude's like right in my face and he wants to punch me.
Oh yeah, wait till you meet the Thai boxer who's like 6'5" or something and you have to punch up.
I can't even. I'm like with the trainer, like the sparring partner, and I'm like, dude, hold on, you're tiring me out.
Oh yeah, it gets so much better. I've like played it so much that now I'm playing it on like the hardest mode, and just like I basically finish the game every day.
Holy crap!
And it's great though, because like it basically forces you to teach how boxing works, and as long as you're smart about not overextending your arms, because there's no impact, right? You can't. Stop your hand, so you can easily like.
No, I mean, like Dennis, you can just stand near the wall,
or just punch the wall. Yeah,
I punched my wall. I was playing this game called Echo VR, and it was the first. It was the first time that I did VR, and I was flying around. I punched the wall. I still like if I feel my pinky, like it still feels sore because I hit it that hard. I was like going for the it's like a little disc, a flying disc. I almost punched my ceiling fan while it was running.
Dude, if you go to the Oculus subreddit, it's like bloody knuckle after bloody knuckle. Like people fuck their shit up with Echo VR. It is really, really intense. I haven't played it because I'm kind of scared of multiplayer.
It is weird. It's usually like me and like a group of 10-year-olds.
Yeah, that's what I'm scared of.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I found one room.
I don't want to be
adults.
called certain words by a 10-year-old. Like, what do you know? How do you know that word to begin with?
Yeah, you suck.
Yeah, no, no, thank you.
It's crazy. So I mean, I guess you're just better like making albums and you know just doing that than all these kids that are just kind of I don't know. They just want to like they're good. Like all these little kids are good, and
well,
I
that's
suck.
the other annoying thing. They're so good.
Yeah.
God, I played Battlefield 5 for like 10 minutes. I logged in, done.
Yeah. Forget it.
Fuck you.
That's why I don't go online. I can't compete with 5-year-olds.
It's tough, man. It is tough. All right, so we're going to move on real quick. We're going to jump into some album releases here because I am very excited. Unfortunately, we got to miss a lot of great releases that happened over the summer. And, sorry, there can't be a State of Sin show all week long and all day long. But, maybe just keep writing your politicians. Maybe we'll get it nationally broadcasted. I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going with that. That made absolutely no sense. But we do have some album releases that just can't. We're gonna edit that out. All right. So because it's not live, right? 821. That is what, a week ago?
Yep.
What year is it? Jules, why don't you rattle off some of these album releases?
Last week. In fact, you're going to hear this one of the songs off this album. The Last Years dropped their album, Future Ghosts. And, of course, Dawn with his Distanced.
Yeah, that was a cool tune.
Yeah, and then, let's see, on the 24th, which I believe was Icarus, and who else? There's a whole bunch of birthdays on the 24th. The day after Karen's and the day before mine. The Bad Dreamers dropped Romantic Comedy.
Yeah, that's right. Good.
And then, let's see. End of August, Von Kaiser drops their EPs, Echoes.
Who?
Some band called Von Kaiser. You know what? You might hear one of their songs tonight.
Oh, that's right.
Off this EP, yeah. And, September 4th.
Oh, I'm excited about this. I love Prism. I'm going to put it out there. I'm just going to put it out there. I don't care. Put me in a box, label me. I like my 80s, cheesy pop. It's fun. It's party music. It's Friday night music. Anyway.
So this is something I'm looking forward to. On the 8th of September, Droid Bishop's new album drops.
I'm excited about that too. Even more. So
I've got the vinyl pre-ordered, even though I don't have a record player, of course. And I think I've got more Droid Bishop swag, like T-shirts, pins, stickers, you name it, than I have anything else.
I believe that, actually. So what do we have on the 18th? Oh, this is another great album.
Ooh, yes.
Calypso Drip FM by Griff. And in fact,
yes. Have you heard the intro to that?
I have, and if you want to know a little bit of insider knowledge, we have right in our chat room, Karen. She actually did some of the intros. She did the radio announcer voice. So,
yep.
A little
smooth
cameo.
as silk.
Yeah. Ace Marino, Digital Memories, Analog Emotions. We've been waiting forever for this album to come out. Again, with COVID, I guess, things get put on the sideline and you got to wait for the right time. And I can't wait. It's coming out the 18th of September. Very good. All right. So before we go any further, I have one more question I want to ask Starcadian. Now, we were talking about touring a little while ago. Now, we were also talking about our very own roving reporter, Vosto Vlad, who unfortunately is on special assignment this week. But we were telling him about the Arnold voice that he does, this amazing impression of. And you were telling me about being on tour and this, I guess, I don't know, maybe I'll just let you set it up here.
Yeah, I mean, this was in Retro Future Festival in London in July? I think it was in July. I hadn't slept in 2 days, and I meet James Secker, the organizer, super nice guy. And we go to the venue, and they start setting everything up. And I'm already dazed from not having eaten, not having done anything. And I turn around, and I see Terminator 2, like Arnold, in person. But obese. So I guess they hired an Arnold impersonator.
Oh my god.
He did a pretty good job, but he had this beer gut. Like, I swear to God, Andrew Furlong was in it.
So it's like an alternate universe where
I wonder who this was.
It's an alternate universe Arnold.
Oh my god, it was so funny. And then like he kept walking around the audience as people were playing, and which is kind of cool because like you had all these lasers and all that stuff, great sound system. I'm not sure about the fact that he was carrying a shotgun. I'm like,
what?
I don't know about that. Not a real one, obviously.
Yeah,
but it was like playing part of the Terminator 1.
Yeah, but even
like walking
still,
in the club. Like,
nobody walks into
time,
a club anymore with even if it's a fake one.
Well, the thing is,
good.
The ridiculous part is that I had seen him. I had already had the shock and the realization, and then I forgot because that's how tired I was.
And then you saw him again.
So I'm like, you know what? I haven't eaten. I haven't drank water. I'm gonna go on stage after 2 days of not sleeping. I should probably have a whiskey, which is that's how genius I am, really.
Right.
And so I have the whiskey, and I'm like already in like in third dimension. And I turn around and I see Arnold with a shotgun perched on his shoulder, just looking at me. And I basically just splashed my face with the whiskey out of like pure shock. And I was like, "Oh right, fat Arnie, forgot."
God. Oh, that
is. Everyone probably thought I was wasted because I stuck with whiskey. Yeah.
That is alarming though. Like a shotgun in a, you kind of don't do that no more.
I don't think anyone knew he was gonna. I mean, it didn't look that real, but like,
yeah.
I don't think anyone knew he was gonna do that.
Oh my god!
And it definitely caught me by surprise. But I think the beer gut definitely won best artist of the night. That was amazing.
That's a funny story though. It's crazy, man. Touring is it's got to be crazy exhausting, and I'm sure you've seen all kinds of crazy people doing their thing, man. I mean, one good thing is I guess it's good as so many different types of people that come out to shows, and I'm sure you get to meet a lot of people from all over. Speaking of all over though, this next artist here that we're gonna play, now the artist name is Best Korea. Now, Jules, is he from Korea? You never.
It's them. It's two guys.
Yeah.
From Bozeman, Idaho.
Okay.
No, Bozeman, Montana. Idaho. I think of Magic Sword. Yeah, no, Best Korea. They've got 2 singles out so far, and they're working away on an album.
This one right here, I just heard this today.
Oh yeah, it's good. Ooh.
This is so good, and I tell you what, this isn't coming out. This song is not coming out until like September 18th. I'm just throwing it out there. So you are going to hear this tune. You're not even going to be able to buy this.
Uber early premiere on Night Ride right here on the State of Synth. You know what? Before we jump in, I just got to throw out quick shout outs to Nova Beast 92, Hank Hell, Astro Ascension, and Trip P124 hanging out in the chats.
Very good. What's up?
Oh, wait, Honey Gaz from Honey Beer just joined us too.
It's your drinking buddy, man.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna drop this tune here. This is they might not be from Korea, but they have some badass music here. This is called The Crucible, and you are listening to it first, and probably not for a while. But go out and get this when it comes out. Its song is friggin' amazing. Here it is. It's called The Crucible, and we're going to get into a little devil worshipping stuff right here. So enjoy. Here it is.
For the next hour, we're going to be presenting to you some of the most bizarre and unbelievable things.
Dabbling in the occult and its various aspects. There are no motion pictures that have come out that truly show what happens.
And once again, that was Best Korea with The Crucible. Cool tune.
Yeah. Man. And yeah, it's out on the 26th, actually.
The 26th, guys.
Yes. So
listen to our show if you want to get up on the scoop. Speaking of, tunes, we're going to drop one more tune here because we are chock full of songs, and we got to get through a couple more great tunes. We got a couple more things about touring events, which thank God, we're finally starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel with touring. We'll get to that.
It's like I was telling everybody though, I've got tickets to these events, but I'm not buying. I'm not like booking my flights. Or anything.
Hold
Because
off.
they'll probably get tanked. Who knows?
Hold off. All right, so who we got next? This is The Last Years, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to drop this on you guys. This is a great tune. This album just got released as well. This is called Pulling Closer. So we're going to drop it right on you. Back-to-back tunes on The State of Synth. Here it is. And that was The Last Years, Pulling Closer. Awesome.
Yeah, that's from the album Future Ghosts.
Yeah.
Which dropped recently.
Very, very good.
You can find it at The Last Year's Music.
You can.
.com.
All right, so we have some birthdays in the house. I got to get the microphone echo thing that like Faith in the Glitch has. I don't have that. I wish I had that.
You need that hardware one. Especially when you were using Zencaster.
Yeah. All right, so we got birthdays. Who do we got birthdays in it? First of all, it is Jules' birthday today, guys. Let's give him a nice round of applause.
It was yesterday.
Happy birthday, Jules.
No, you know what? So, like, let's see. The week kicked off on Sunday with Karin, Zoe Lee's birthday.
Yay, Karin.
I think she turned 19 or something.
I think so.
Yeah. And then on Monday, it was Time Cop 1983's birthday, and Icarus from Sweden. And Alexa Elaine, a big, I think she DJs as well.
Yeah, she's big in the scene.
Synth fan, yeah. And Xerox Biopunk, and Cool AM7, and also Darren from Laserdisc. So that was Monday. And of course, yesterday, it was Rob Dyson from Forever Synth's birthday. And, and mine.
Happy birthday, Jules!
And then today, Raymond Garcia from the Synth Zone. He's celebrating a birthday on August 26th.
Like that, dude.
And yeah, the next one is Friday, August 28th. Patrick Spence, the man with the playlist.
Yeah.
He's celebrating, and also Chef Tom from Rhode Island is celebrating on August 28th.
Okay.
Yeah, and then finally, I'll wrap it up with on the 30th, Maya Jovanovic. She's a synth singer and artist from, I think, what is it? One of the Eastern Bloc countries.
Okay.
And Neon Knox is celebrating too.
Yeah. Another.
Yeah,
he's from Sweden, right?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Good stuff. All right. So we have birthdays in the house, and then we have. Are you ready for this? This is our touring and events, all in 2021.
Yeah, 20. Forget 2020. Nobody's going anywhere. All right, I'm gonna rattle through these real fast because we have another premiere and a couple of songs to play. So next year, I don't know if you're anywhere but the States, you might be able to enjoy some stuff. February 14th to March 16th, the Midnight's going on tour throughout Europe. And I was just joking with Starcadian and Dennis, folks, that the Midnight, they live in the States, so I don't know how they expect to do that.
Wish fulfillment.
March 13th in London, Ollie Ride and Nina are gonna try again. Maybe a third time's a charm.
Yeah.
Yep. And then March 27th in Darmstadt, Germany, it's Cyberpunk Night 2021, put on by Miami Cyber Knights with Ascillion, Neon Knox, mega hit, Midnight Danger, I love that guy, and Hyper.
Nice.
And now maybe these are a little bit more realistic, because now we're really going out a year. On June 5th in Bristol, England, Space Jams is going down with Nina and Wolf Club.
Sweet.
And July 24th, Retrowave Deluxe, which maybe once again third time's a charm if you push it out a full year. Retrowave Deluxe is happening in London with Jordan F from Australia and Dana Jean Phoenix, Highway Superstar, New Arcades, Duet, Lavenue, and more. So that's it. That's it.
Touring and events. Make sure you get on the plane.
And hopefully, you know what? And August 1st next year, Starcadian's going on tour.
Yay, Starcadian!
Yay! No, I'm kidding. You are now.
You are. We willed it.
First stop, Toronto.
That's right.
You're basically forcing me to come to your house to play music.
We could all go to Jules' house. In fact, they do have Canada all straightened out. Like, I think we could probably do it. We could pull it off.
Yeah, I could smuggle you in. You could actually go enjoy a bar.
Oh, dude, if I have to fly back, they have to shove like a golf thing up my nose.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, dude, don't you know who I am? I'm Starcadian.
All right, so before we go any further here, I'm so excited to drop this, Jules. I've been waiting for this EP for like a whole 2 months because they just had a big album release on May 4th. This is my favorite band, Von Kaiser, and they have a new EP coming out very shortly. It's called Echoes. And this is a premiere right here that you're going to be listening to. First time you're going to hear it. I love this tune. I was blown away, dude. I was blown away.
Dude. Well, they've already provided the first Echoes in Space.
Yes. It's all about Echoes.
Off the EP. It's all echoes of this and echoes of this. But you are lucky, folks, because Ron Kaiser is letting us play a second track off this EP.
And we're going to do it. Here it is. This is Echoes of 1984. Von Kaiser premiere right here on The State of Synth. And once again, that was Von Kaiser with Echoes of 1984. God, I love that song, man. It just grabs. I love the vocals. I love the digitized Kalen. In fact, a fun fact, if you listen to our season finale, I think they were actually playing the melody when they jumped in for their little crank call set. It was cool. It was a lot of fun.
Oh my God. Somebody in the chat, SD Indigo, just said HBO is gonna have a Snow Crash TV series. What? Based on the William Gibson book. What?
Get out way. Hold on, I you know what? We did not do it this just in, but let's.
Well, there you go.
Here's my sound effects, guys. We need sound effects. This is
Joe Cornish. Holy shit!
He
did Attack of the Block. Oh, that's such a good movie.
Oh, did he?
Oh,
I love that movie. Was hilarious.
So good.
Before we go any further, I know this is like the longest episode ever. Did you guys see that movie Snowpiercer? The movie and then the TV show. Snowpiercer? Yeah, Snowpiercer. It's good. It's so good. They're on the train.
By the way, I just got corrected. I said William Gibson. I meant William Stevenson.
That's
Neil
okay.
Stevenson, you mean?
Neil Stevenson. Yeah.
There's no
God
difference.
damn it.
You got none of it right.
No, I got another. Yeah, that guy Bob.
That guy Bob with the steel piercer, steerhead. I don't even know. I heard we had some shout outs. Do we have shout outs?
Well,
shout outs! Or we got our shout outs music. Let's do some quick shout outs. Who jumped in the chat here? Big Y? Is that Yoro?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it might be.
Changed his name.
Yeah, and Q, either point of sale or something else. QPOS.
Very good. We have some people in the chat, still listening, listening to this.
Over in YouTube, we've got Seth J and Mobtex everywhere, and Hank Hell is over there as well.
I can't even imagine.
Listening.
The YouTube chat is probably they're like, get on with it. Because they just want to hear, I love our YouTube listeners, but we have a very select YouTube crew that, they like to listen to synthwave and chill, and I totally get it. And then, we do the shows, and,
they're like, what is this talking stuff? Why are people talking?
I don't even know what's going on. Is this a live show?
Sorry, not sorry.
We love you guys. We do. We're going to get you guys back to your Netflix and chill or your synthwave and chill just soon enough, I promise you. Until
how about we play a track?
We're gonna play a track because it's awesome, man. This next track is totally rad. And why don't you set it up, Jules?
Hey, well, the band Take the Night has dropped a recent single, and it's called Teenage Love. And so they let me play it tonight for you guys.
And we're gonna do that.
Take the Night, they're from the UK as well, from Gateshead, UK.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and drop this right here. This is Teenage Love, Take the Night on Night Ride FM. Enjoy.
It's like we're teenagers trying to make it through the day. We've lost control, my body aches for you. Let's go head first again. It's like teenage love wasn't hard enough, so we go again. Teenage love, teenage love. 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 Teenage love, songs to play in red and white. We'll be led by butterflies. Let's go head first again. It's like teenage love wasn't hard enough, so we go again. Fall in too deep. It's like teenage love, like teenage love.
And that was Take the Night by Teenage Love.
No, it was the other way around.
Or the other way, that was the other way around. It's getting late. This is actually
Teenage Love by Take the Night.
Thank you. My God. All right.
Beautiful voice.
These things aren't live, are they?
Yeah.
All right. Oh my God.
We still managed to keep Starcadian on.
I know. It's
I'm not dead yet. I feel better.
It is a pleasure. I feel honored. Like you're one of our favorite artists too. Like honestly, like we really do reference you a lot. And yeah, man, we're gonna get out there, man. Shows are gonna happen. Jules, we're gonna meet. We're gonna have that drink. You know, it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna happen.
You know what, I don't think Starcadian should be allowed out. He needs to finish this album.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's like, yeah, finish your dinner, otherwise no dessert.
I 15 seconds of a song.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Kind of dick
Yes.
now for bringing
Do it.
up.
Wait, let's set it up first. Now, this is going to be the I guess the tin can version of. It's going to sound a lot better. I'm
You
assuming.
want to actually play it now?
Yeah.
Do you want to?
Just sneak it out if you like.
I don't know if you should.
For the people that listened.
Whatever.
This
The world
one.
is ending anyway.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay,
man.
folks. So this is coming off the new album, right? Midnight Signals 2?
Fuck, I didn't cue it up.
We'll talk it up until you find.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
All right.
Okay. Fucking, I gotta say, iPhone music layout is stupid. Okay, all right. It's gonna sound like shit. Imagine this, but better.
Nice. Dude.
All right, that's all you get.
Oh my God, dude! I just climaxed it right
Man.
there.
I was squeezing my headphones tight on my ears.
Action Kazaa download. I fucking love you for that comment. That's amazing.
Jules's chair has been squeaking extra hard during
God,
that.
I remember Kazaa.
LimeWire. Oh my God, y'all are making me feel old.
Oh yeah. What is it? Winamp. It really whips the llama's ass.
Oh yes.
It really whips the llama's ass. Shit, I remember that.
You know what? The visualizer. So I don't know if Starcadian, if you've seen this, but good old Z, who programmed up the Night Ride website, he's got the milk. You know, along the top, the tabs there, the chat.
The milk drop.
So over on milk drop is the visualizer from Winamp. So you remember when you were playing MP3s and you got that visualizer and
Oh my God.
yeah.
It's sick. It really is.
Oh God, now I super feel old. I love that.
All right, so we're going to get ready to wrap this up here. This is a record-long State of Synth show that is not a season finale. But the season premiere, we can do a long one, right?
Season entree?
Is that a word?
I don't know.
It's making me hungry. That's for sure. All right, so this is a very special thing we're going to be moving on in, and then we're going to play one more song, and then we're done. And then YouTubers, you can listen to your synthwave and chill for the rest of the evening.
So speaking of which, just a couple of more. Just we got Isabel Hernandez.
Oh yeah, very
over
nice.
in the YouTube chat, and Seth J is still over there, and Mob Tech, and Mecca 101 from SoCal.
All right.
And of course, I believe I saw Pattern Shift join us.
Oh, nice.
In the chat just in time because we're wrapping up the show with
Perfect
Pattern
timing.
Shift's
We saved the
song
best
from
for
his new
last.
album.
Yes.
And yeah. Everyone else in the chat, thank you so much for listening. But Dennis,
Yes.
our Patreons.
We're going to go and do things a little bit differently this time. We're going to talk about a little bit more in depth as much as we can because we want to get to know all of our Patreons out there. And before it got to the point where we're just reading this laundry list of names and it just doesn't really do a service to anybody. So we're going to try to break it down. The people we know, we're going to talk about you for a little bit. We're going to kind of roll off with different names each week. But if you do want to be a Patreon and support this show, or really just Night Ride in general, because it's not all about the state of synth, which honestly, guys, it is. But it's not all about us. I'm joking. We have a lot of great shows. We have Karin's show. We have Synthopsis' show. We have, of course, our Club Electric, Viper Drive, and, just always something happening here. And, when something's not happening, we just got 24/7, 360 kilobyte synthwave for your listening pleasure. So, Patreon, it's cool. Help us keep the servers running. We're going to dive right in right now. The first name, I'm already going to mess up, Jules.
What?
Marios.
Marios Kalogeropoulos.
Can we just call you Lilu Dallas?
Just call him Kalo. But I think he's probably, I bet you he's Greek.
All right. We're going to call you Kalo. You can please feel free. I'm hoping you're going to listen to the show. Let us know. The people that we're calling your names, let us know what to call you. Lilu Dallas is now Lilu Dallas. And, we love mixing it up. You don't have to be like whoever you are on the Patreon. God, this is going long. Lars, Eric, Bruce. That's like 3 names, but you're awesome, dude. Thank you very much. These are our friends of Night Ride FM. That's one of our tiers we have. Of course, we have Color Theory. Very, very good artist.
Yeah, Brian Hazard,
Yeah, Brian Hazard. He's awesome. Great producer. And we thank you for your support. You can't lose with a name like Contra. Contra is one of our shout-out crew members. The Prophet 5 shout-out crew. Contra, thank you so much for listening. Don't forget up, down, left, right, BA, Stark. In it to win it, right?
Yep.
All right. The Mad Bug. That's a cool name. I like that. It's got a nice ring to it.
Yeah, Mad Bug's not in the chat tonight.
Yeah. Well,
normally there.
We'll see you next time, I'm sure. Maybe it's late. But also in our Prophet 5 shout-out crew, Sheaf. Is that how you pronounce it? Or is it Chef?
Sheaf.
Chef.
Yeah, I believe Sheaf is a producer as well.
Very good. Yeah, we have a lot of
everybody's a producer.
Everybody's a producer. That's true. Not all. We'll get to
not
them.
Not me.
That's true.
I load up Ableton and then I just click the mouse and I don't know what I'm doing.
Like most producers.
I thought there was gonna be a button or something in Ableton where you just press Make Synthwave and it would just do it for you.
The awesome button, right?
Yeah.
I know. I need an awesome button because I can't figure that out either. I can barely talk. We have Michael Barry. Michael Heck Barry. That's a nice normal name, Jules. That's easy to say too. I love names that I can pronounce. He is in our Mini Moog Synth Fam Club. Good job. Thank you very much. And speaking of people who are not producers, it's okay. You don't have to be in Synthwave and be a producer. You can be anybody you want to be, just a fan. So, Hannah, and I'm already going to mess your name up. Beard?
Hannah Beard, yes. Hannah makes Beard.
Yeah, we love her.
Not to be confused with Honey Beard.
That's
no, it's
true.
Baird. It's Baird. Sorry, Hannah Baird and Honey Beard.
We already messed it up.
I don't know. Yeah, it's Honey Baird and Hannah Beard.
We're sorry.
Sorry.
She's in our CS80 club, our backstage club. Thank you so much for listening. And of course, she's all over. She is a huge supporter of the scene. She's in our Discord. She actually hooked me up with some awesome guests we're going to have on later on. I'm so excited. 2 awesome people that I can't wait to interview. So thank you so much. Walter, we have Walter. He is in, or they are in our ARP 2600, which is the Synth. I messed that up too. State of Synth fan club. Thank you. Woohoo. Words. All right. And we have Ryan R. Ryan's been around for us for a while. He's been a huge supporter. Also in the ARP 2600, the State of Synth fan club. The way our Patreon works is like each tier is a synthesizer. And also in parentheses, you have kind of like a English kind of, like friend a nice ride, shout out crew, synth fam, hashtag synth fam. It's got to be the hashtag. So yeah. All right, our jolly music ended, so that ends our Patreon rounds. Next week, we will be back with some more Patreons, but man, it is 11:13 my time, our time, and that is the end of our show. We have one more tune, but before we do, we want to thank everyone that tuned in for listening, and of course, man, thank you so much, Starcadian. You're an amazing guest, man.
It's like sticking it for over 2 hours.
Thank you for tolerating me. It's always a pleasure talking to you guys.
We love every minute of it, and it's a pleasure. We can't wait for Midnight Signals 2. We can't wait to see you out on tour, and it's gonna happen, man. We gotta ride it out, ride out the wave here with some good synth wave. So anyway, that is our show. And 2 hours long plus.
Wow. Yeah, well, we're not done though. We're gonna play everyone out with a final song.
There's more.
Oh yes. After we say bye, you guys, we're gonna serenade you off with a new track. It's a track actually from Pattern Shift's latest album. So Pattern Shift's from Colorado, and he's in the chat.
Yeah. Also a supporter of Night Ride.
It's called Fragments of the Fleet, and we're gonna play you out with this track. It's called Cities I'll Never See. So thank you, folks. Thank you, Starcadian, for joining us. I managed to speak. I didn't get starstruck.
Shut up.
Thanks again, guys, and we will see you next week. Take care.